Hello, YouTube. The FCC is recorded and involved with wire crimes and with the wire crime methods bonded. Now, how they all keep them as victims, but as victim predators, is recorded. People aren't following mandated law. They have roles with WFSB, with Fox Connecticut News, and with police firms on and off their locations like 2 Mendez Police. A whole bunch of people tied to a Kerr family. Officer Jerry Miller with them, further on off WFSB's locations with predicate acts involved with them. Wire crimes where they prevent mandated law. They're doing this because they have interbranch families involved with predicate acts with them socially and personally, criminally, with their family members also. As victims, but as victim predators. This is exploiting how humanity is a value/value progression. So what we need is to have, so they're also using crime methods, forging names and switching names while preventing mandated law. Now they also have roles with uses of Facebook crimes and crime roles with illusions, with the interbranch predicate acts, with the wire crimes of WFSB and Fox Connecticut News. There are also criminal uses of words like evidences. Every word and value, every word/value, they are recorded criminal uses of it, originally instilled or criminally foreign influence. They're victims needing to self-value, contrast to other nations also as victims, but all victim predators together, individually grouped together. Modern nations are sick many ways. In relationship to the identity, ground, location uses, like of on-off Fox Connecticut News. Short walking distance from there, note where a lot of shootings have been through time. I just remind. Now these are people with former director of the FBI and his co-defendants and their family members involved with predicate acts with these 2 Mendez Police. Attaching me to fake quotations, fake ties to the older communications with the older police brother on the Wethersfield Police Department. Never had a conversation with him ever. Now they're also involved, those 2 police brothers, with a whole bunch of people through time on and off the Bridge Superior Court with predicate acts. Forging names, switching sequences. These are also people involved with proven post-dated documents had been shown to the panel of judges in the 9th Circuit right next to the World Trade Center before the attack in Manhattan. That proven led to a 2006 district court case with former director of the FBI, Robert Luskin, and with his co-defendants and with their family members. Further recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved through time with predicate acts on off Central Connecticut State University, intercities with child campuses, attaching kids, predicate acts on off the child campuses, roles with the principal sex offenders campus, then and further, roles that force that not told on, while they stack predicate acts, as the ones relevant here as are the subject of WFSB's and the Fox Connecticut News, wire crime acts, illusions and wire crime methods roles. Now this is also them preventing mandated law outside of interbranch locations criminally involved with them. So they're all recorded distinctly, non-distinctly, and simultaneously, interbranch, private. These are also overt criminal enterprises and the stewards of the Witness Protection Program and associated with the same predicate acts, illusions, same house/S, associated with the extended family members, like a Phil Cololo and a Scalora family, also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated involved with the investigations of Saudis, where they had them in collusion with the attacker Saudis. They're using the identity of American, of Saudi, and all these Russias too, to fight with each other, to keep defended identities abridged here and there, criminally foreign influence locations, areas, and states. Science is further. Database relationships simultaneously. Needs to hide line progression from that. It's all recorded. We need mandated law followed. Respond for how they pretend not to understand me when I say fix the fake words and locations and ties to others that WFSB and Fox Connecticut News attach me to. They also recorded self-value and how they juxtapose other natures of organized crime acts against us and wire crime roles. And now they forge names and switch names, the interbranch associated with WFSB on off their location. Also with intercities from, that's Rocky Hill, And now these people with Hartford, on and off Fox Connecticut News, they're also criminally pretending this is personal. So they can pretend passions and emotions while they're being coached to hide live progressions. I don't know them. They attach me to fake locations, words, and relation and relations with others. They're involved with a pattern of confessions recorded. They're lying about what is recorded into branch since I was a kid. They're attaching kids to fake locations, words, ties to other people. So that already through administrations, we have courts and interbranch that were crime acts roles with cases. So they have a big problem because they also have the leaderships of the prisons involved with them with areas crimes together. Not just crimes, identity thefts, frauds, racketeering, sequence shifts, whole ages involved with it. People I never had anything to do with in grammar school involved with a former Mayor Gold. Who knows a Lee Gold and a Debbie Gold? She's involved with a whole bunch of men and women like a Joe Aiello, also recorded, confessed, and demonstrated, involved with predicate acts with judges and prosecutors with this, and with overt criminal enterprises with a Kerr family, and with police farms. And I recorded and tried to report that as a kid with other people, because I have these sick fakes with like all these people recorded, confessed, and demonstrated, involved with a detective Dylan, retired and standing, whatever he is, and his wife Anna Dillon, and Sean and Dillon with my new and past neighbors on the other side of me. And I'm tied to the FBI involved with the Witness Protection Program, and with former director of the FBI involved with the predicate acts cliques on my street. And I went to my schools involved with their crime methods with them and uses of them through time. Then as World Trade Center attack roles, and now since to hide them. So the FCC is itself being involved with wire crime acts and methods and actually recorded natures as evidence. So respond for them. That's why they also commonly interbranch and private and FCC pretend to be against things with passions fake, and they pretend to be for things with passion fakes online. Because they've been typing fake transcripts about what is actually recorded online. They use Congress remotely. They use the Sense and Sensibilities online platforms, forced to collusion with our directors and their family members and intimate ties, and roles with other police forms criminally. State police, their family members also criminally involved with the predicate acts narratives on my street. They're pretending justified that. Also involved with predicate acts, illusions. So FCC is involved with extortion of American citizens. That is also recorded evidence. That is also recorded evidence about what American history is really about. How we have people who are identities of law pretending they can legitimately speak for the law when they couldn't originally instill it. Delusions raw. Every time they make opinion about what color is about. They also have representatives of the hate groups and of all the different cultures in collusion with the interbranch. They kept needing to hide lie progressions, uses of them criminally reading statutes where it tells them to hide the right to have the right to lie. They have the right to pretend their integrity when they're not. Criminal readings of statutes pretend they leave out these exceptions and exploit the exception nature in the demonstration of it. So respond for them. So I have to keep asking the people around. The interbranch forging names, switching names. In the Britain Superior Court, dozens of people in the Britain Superior Court involved with predicate acts, wire crime acts, and methods tied to their criminal uses of their location. WFSB. Also, the Facebook page of New Britain Superior Court. Facebook pages, intercampuses, intercities are involved with their predicate acts, uses of them for crimes, even sexual, with the child sex offenders cliques. Further involved with other natures of organized crime, predicate acts. Now, get them, who wants to debate this? Even the FBI director especially. The sequence shifts reveal them. The remote uses of sick, fake law identities and titles originally and still. We'll examine this. Now respond for them. So respond. There were also houses next to a web school. Further recorded, confessed, and demonstrated with military families involved. Adjuster Klavinskis involved with remote uses of the Obama administration and with his family roles with predicate acts. Uses his roles with their kids, with the prosecutors and their kids, also with them, with predicate acts with their kids, roles with the principal sex offenders campus, and also as that down the not far from the Webb House School. No, there are houses next to the Webb School. Recorded, confessed, demonstrated, criminally involved with this. So we need to respond. There was the Thaddeus Kabalski, a John LeConch, and his family members, his daughter and stuff, people associated with that Webb School, and with the principal sex offenders campus further criminally involved with the prosecutors and judges involved criminally with it. The whole bunch of people tied to a Joe Aiello and to his sister, involved also with fire departments in their cities and with locations next to Trinity College, involved with him and next to Buckley High School, involved with them with a pattern of predicate acts and roles with child abuses, identity thefts, frauds, falsified police reports, roles with the courts and the police criminally involved with that, with crimes on Facebook for sequence shift roles, for crime roles where they make problems and force sustain problems between other people, so they can pretend fake things recorded in databases, pretend to perceive things in databases interbranch, because they are involved with the area's crimes, not legitimately the way they're allowed to pretend crimes and criminals. In other words, so respond for them on writing, forging names, switching names, recorded, involved with their crime methods, as one of the crime methods involved with their roles with the child abuses, even sexual and medical, as the same drug cliques interbranch with them. Dozens of people from the Britain Superior Court, worse than no integrity, worse than just criminal incompetence, inter-cities with the child campuses. Get them onto one name and sequence. They have the FCC involved with this, used remotely. Then they try to pretend they're about integrity. They can speak for the law, but by the nonsense, their criminal uses of YouTube. Now their rules in collusion with fake YouTube pages and fake Facebook pages pretending to be me. Also by the courts involved with their Facebook pages, stewards, and with the on off their locations, predicate acts, as the ones involved with the proven sequence shift affected from inside the Ninth Circuit Court, right next to the World Trade Center towers, right before it got taken out too. We came home just before that, saw it on the news after. No. Respond for them. So you also see remote uses of Mueller and Comey and all these fake politicians, not legitimately. All these nations, hundreds of nations individually grouped together, sick fakes at once. You can't see the criminally foreign influence zoning laws that were involved with the torture of and the fact-cheap nature of slavery of our founding parents. Why do you think they left slavery? You think they wanted that? Get out. Let someone speak who's not criminally foreign influence. Delusions raw. Pretending conspiracy theories, and people are making conspiracy theories. Pretending courts can solve it that are criminally involved with them. Out here you'll follow mandated law. Now.